to go over how we journalize and take care of T accounts for these manufacturing processes activities. Okay, so first of all, we have customer's order that comes in. Let's say job order, we label it as number 293. Of course, requires materials, requires we hire people, somebody needs to hire people, purchase machines, definitely has a place to help to start, produce, and manufacture the products that customer orders. So these are the three main type of cost components for each job. Once the materials start being used, once the employees you hire start working for you, once the machines start to be used, the cost transfers to work in process. Okay, so this is a general flow, just like what I listed here on the whiteboard. After some of the products are being produced, it transfers to finished goods, and then when you sell it to customer, it transfers to cost of goods sold. Okay, so this is just letting you know this flow of what we're talking about, the manufacturing line, and each step will be journalizing entries. Start from job orders that will trigger the production line for this business. Purchase the required materials, hire people, have indirect cost incurred. Start producing the products, finish the goods, then sell it to the customer. Okay, so the first step we need to take care of is materials. So let's say this order is from Macy's company. We want to order, let's say the book example is 10 Excel DVDs. So this job order requires materials on DVDs, discs, the casing of the DVD, and of course the intellectual property reported in it. And at the end we have the labels, cost incurred, print something, the title, the label, what's in the CD disc. So all these materials factors in the account called materials inventory. And you notice this is not the same as finished goods inventory, it's different. These are raw materials, not yet produced, not yet converted into finished goods. So materials inventory, these are assets to the business. Based on different job orders, we may need to purchase different types of materials. But again, now we want to separate these materials based on order, using order as a unit. So for this particular order, we need to purchase material that costs us altogether $367,000. And we further break it down into direct ones and indirect materials. Okay? So direct materials, again, the case itself, the CD disc itself. Indirect materials could be the labels cost, the printers, cartridge that you purchase, the machine's depreciation cost is later on factors in manufacturing overhead. The indirect cost here that relates to materials, we need to journalize this entry when we purchase those raw materials. Okay, so we debit material inventory, increase asset account, we credit accounts payable, this is a liability account. Or if we pay directly by cash, it will be credited cash. Fill in the T accounts here. Materials inventory purchased all together 367, and accounts payable also 367. A materials inventory is a general ledger account, and it can be broken down into two subsidiary ledger accounts. So remember, subsidiary ledger account is just components of the general ledger account. So you can break it down to direct materials, a portion of that is a part of materials inventory, and then indirect ledger. So this is the first step, purchasing materials. When we start using the materials, we need to transfer a portion of these purchased materials into work in process inventory once we start producing the product. Okay? If we haven't started this process, it belongs to materials inventory. These are raw materials. Okay, so whatever number, the value of inventory you see here is raw materials value. If you start producing a product, it falls under the second category, work in process inventory. Okay, so what happens here is once you start producing the product, the casing, the disc itself, the value of that falls under work in process. The indirect cost, remember the printer's cartridge, the labels, falls under manufacturing overhead. Again, that's an indirect cost category. So indirect materials goes into that category. Direct materials goes into work in process. Okay, so the journal entry will look like this. Let's say from all the materials that we purchased earlier, we use $355,000 of work in process, of inventory, direct inventory, to transfer to work in process. And now a portion of that we're using as indirect materials goes into manufacturing overhead, $17,000. Okay, so the previous slide was purchasing materials. So this is just the materials we purchased in this season. Remember, at the beginning, we will have beginning inventory carried on from last year. After purchasing new materials, we start producing the product. Those direct materials factors in work in process. Indirect one goes into manufacturing overhead, indirect cost. So here we're just trying to assign different costs to different T accounts. Compared to this,
Is it the slide where it was 350,000?
so I mentioned that this is just the new purchase materials that we did this year, and we definitely have some of them, assuming that it has, because we have beginning inventory from last year, from last period. Right, so these are the newly purchased ones, and we're assigning more to it because we still have inventory materials. Okay, so since we're on this topic, let's just review what we covered last week. How do we get direct materials used? Remember, we start off from beginning direct materials. Right? Beginning direct materials, then we do purchases. This is what's shown in the previous slide. Purchases. These are the 367, and let's just assume that we have $10,000 worth of inventory from last year. Okay? And then this comes with freight charges. So this is assuming there's already freight charges is already included. Third part here, in order to get the direct materials used, we compare it against anything, what's left. But we only know this at the end of the year. Or if it's per order, we only know this after we produce these jobs, products. At the end, whatever's left goes into this, and we can figure out the direct materials used. Okay, so the step we just did in this slide here, purchasing the materials, and now we're transferring part of the materials into work in process. Okay, into work in process of the direct materials used, manufacturing overhead, $17,000 is the indirect. So remember, the second stage we talked about last week, a part of the direct materials used here, using this example, would be $355,000, transfers to, this is the work in process stage. And for each stage, we start from beginning, work in process. Now we add in $355,000 here.
Materials inventory is $372,000. Shouldn't you credit that to material inventory?
Yes, we are crediting
Okay, so it's
$372,000.
355 of it.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so this example here tells us that beginning is 70,000. We made new purchases, 367,000. Let's just change it to this. And now, once the production team requests the materials to start producing the products, a portion of it turns into work in process, the indirect portion turns into manufacturing overhead. Right, first two entries. So besides materials, of course, we need to hire people to help us assemble the product, so we will incur